This tire should last me longer. I got about 50 miles on it, and just 60 miles, and it just wore the titties off. Still got some on this side, obviously, because I haven't been leaning it too much yet. Brand new tire. Dunlop Road Smart 4. Should last a while, hopefully. The other one's only getting like 3,000 miles out of the other ones, which I still have up front. This is the Sport Max GPR 300. That's what I'm still running in the front. I'm going to get that tire for the front then. But this one's just still good. You want to match them because of the rain, but pretty decently similar. Welcome back, everybody. We're over here on Sideling Hill, scenic overlook on Route 40. They redid this. This used to be garbage my whole life. I'm 43, never seen it this good. They redid it all, and I'm really amazed with it. But it's not about Sideling Hill or Route 40, which was the United States' first highway system that the federal government was part of. The Lincoln Highway, which I'm close to, is the first regular highway. But down there is the original section. You can see the old cobblestone and everything of Route 40. Pretty cool. But you're here today for the Kawasaki Ninja 650. And we have 1,287 miles on it now, and 547 on these new back tires. These tires, I don't think are going to net me more than probably 4,000 miles. I'm probably just going to have to come to the realization that I'm very hard on stuff. I beat the living shit out of this thing. It's constantly wide open, just wide open twist the whole time. It's too slow for me. But it's a hell of a lot of fun. This 650 has been very reliable, no problems whatsoever during this period. We are probably getting close to the end of our chain and sprocket life, but we have a lot of adjustment left. We are still not even at the third adjustment. I'm not going to put an exhaust on this. I am going to change the air filter soon, which we might go with an aftermarket air filter. Very reliable bike, guys. Just very reliable. This bike is phenomenally reliable. The Dunlop back tire, very, 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 very much recommend this tire. The Road Smart. I'm not sure of the distance we're going to get, so we will go over that. Hopefully we get some good distance on it. As you can tell, we were wearing a tire pretty hard today. See how it's breaking down? So, but we still got a little bit of we got one little titty here. We got some here too, but I don't really get much farther than that. Don't really see the point of leaning any farther than that. Not on this particular bike. But suspension's good. I'm a little heavier guy, so it's a bit soft. I think you can adjust it. I will look into that. We'll make a video. Might adjust that, make it a little stiffer for me. Might help wear the tire a little less too. As me being heavier, I even thought maybe I'm putting a lot of weight on the rear tire. Could be, I don't know. That's just the car guy in me that's always experimenting with stuff. So that could be what's going on there. Went through what, four sets of tires this year, so obviously I must like it. The braking, like I said, is not the best, but it's pretty good, you know. For what this bike is, it's pretty good. But this bike can go speeds that should have a bit better braking. Wow, can't even speak. But yeah, I think a little bit better braking system would work. I'm not sure if it's just more aggressive pads might solve it. Maybe I'll change the pads. Maybe that'll solve the issue. The ABS is really nice in the front. I'm not much of the ABS in the back. It engages way too soon. Not a fan of that. It's probably something a lot of the new bikes will have, you know. Last time I rode bikes, they didn't have ABS, traction control, none of that stuff. So it's a bit different to me. I really like it. I really think that the modern stuff is a lot better than the older stuff. I rode the older stuff. I see a lot of people on YouTube are saying, oh, the older stuff is so much better, you know, so much this, so much that. A lot of these bigger channels, and man, what is these guys talking about? You know, I lived then, you know, I'm an older guy, you know. When these bikes were really popular in the 2000s, 99, 90, 98 to like 2000, you know, if anybody's old enough to remember who DMX is, Rough Riders, that kind of like, that kicked off like the street bike thing. There was a movie, can't think of his name right now. It was Biker Boys. You know, biking was real big, you know, when I was in high school and right out of high school. So I've seen the era of it. I've seen the development of it. And man, I'm telling you, this stuff with the screens in it, the computer technology, the traction control, the ABS, and all this stuff is way better. This will allow you to ride way past your means, way faster. Like, few people I knew that perished on these things would probably still be alive today if they had these extra goodies like that, you know? Maybe not, you know, because I wasn't there, and I had a friend that even went to go test drive a bike and got killed on it, you know what I mean? Well, just on the test drive. So I kind of steered away from the bikes for a long time because of that. And, you know, I've been in cars for a long time and had health problems. And health problems will make you realize that life is very, very important. And there's not a lot of time. So I was like, let's get a bike. And the Kawasaki, you know, is made fun of, the 650, but it's known to be very reliable. And as you guys can tell, I've had this bike since June, and we got 11,000 miles on it. It is deep, deep into the fall around here. You know, almost Thanksgiving. And I'm out riding. I'll ride until the snow goes, and then the salt gets off the road and it's clear, I'll be back riding again. I like winter riding. I wear full gear, so summertime really sucks riding. It's nice, but it sucks. So hot. But yeah, I mean, this thing, I change the oil every 3,000 miles in it. I really highly recommend you guys don't go over that. I mean, I really beat the living crap out of this thing. And it's pretty black at 3,000, you know, your clutches go through it. It lubricates everything, your motorcycle oil does. So you're going to have a little bit, typically, more darker oil. But I can tell that we're right at the end of the life of that oil. I could send it out. Maybe I should send it out, make sure there ain't metal material in it, and how much life is left in the oil at 3,000 miles. We could do that. That might be a pretty cool thing. Like, put it in the comments if you guys want to see that. I can send a sample out, get the oil tested, see how good the 650 is doing with 11,000 of pure abuse. I did break this thing in, though. I should say it's 10,000 miles of pure abuse. I did not ever even go wide open throttle in this thing until after 1,000 miles. So I did break into a T. I am firmly believing that you break it into a T and then you treat it how you're going to treat it from there on out. That's just me. Some people treat them like shit from the whole way, and typically they never last. That's just my experience with people around me that done it. But what can I really say that's wrong with this? I really can't say nothing. Even the seat's comfortable. I mean, I drive from my place to Pittsburgh is 160 miles, and I'll do it. Only reason I have to stop is because I got to get gas. That's it. And sometimes I like to take these type of views in. If you out here in South Central Pennsylvania, this is right on the Maryland-Pennsylvania line right here. This is Maryland, but Western Maryland, Western Pennsylvania, South Central Pennsylvania, we have beautiful views out here. Beautiful. I mean, if you guys like views, I mean, this is the place to ride. Route 40, guys, Route 30, just amazing. From Fort Loudoun to Pittsburgh, Route 30 is amazing. Fort Loudoun to Philadelphia, garbage route, garbage. Unless you like to, came across a guy the other day, told me, oh, I pity you going over those mountains to Pittsburgh. That is a dangerous, boring ride. I'm like, what? That's a wide open throttle, guys. I mean, heavy in the triples. You know what I mean? All the way. All the way. 100 miles of just blasting it. You go the other way and you go 5 miles over the speed limit, you're getting pulled over. You're just getting pulled over. That's it. It's all the time. I got pulled over the other day at some crazy speeds down here in Maryland, and I got left go. I'm older, and just pull over. I mean, the chances are they're just going to let you go. They're going to give you this bullshit talk to sometimes, and sometimes they won't even do that, especially when you're my age. They just kind of give you a little bit like, what are you doing, man? You know, be careful. You know, that's what it is. But I'm rambling about the bike. I'm rambling about everything. And I really don't know what's bad to say about this bike is other than it's slow. And it does, right here, have some wear. So we're going to have to get some foot pegs. That's about the only thing I can say about this. Really the only thing. Other than that, beautiful. We got some visitors here. This might be the end of the video. Might not be. Let me try to think of something that I dislike and don't like. Maybe we'll end it like that. Okay, we are home, and I don't really know anything that I really dislike about this thing. If you don't want something that's that fast, the 650 is the way to go. This thing will fulfill every need you need, plus reliability. Thanks for watching.